Let's see one more thing over here, that is scenarios. Now scenarios I had taught in LibreOffice. So scenarios in LibreOffice and OpenOffice, that is the same. Okay, they work as the same, but in Excel it is a bit different, right? So like one example of scenario I already showed you here. So let us see one example of scenario. To increase the font size here. Suppose my scenario over here is I'm working in a company and my monthly income is 35,000, right? So I'm going to, yes. So my monthly income is 35,000, right? And after that, I have certain expenses. So what are my expenses? My expenses are house rent, because I live in a rented house. Okay. Then groceries. There are certain, I have to spend money on groceries. Then I have, I pay EMI for my car. That is also a fixed payment which I have to make every month. Then I have transport, or I use the term conveyance, because I have to commute from one place to another. I have to go to my office every day and I spend a lot of money on petrol for that, so conveyance. So these are some of my, and apart from this I have some other small expenses, okay, here and there. So now over here, my house rent, what I have to pay every month for my house rent is, I have to pay 8,000 rupees per month, okay, because I live in an area, live in a posh area. Then groceries, I spend 6,000 rupees. EMI car loan, I have to pay 9,000 rupees every month, okay. My conveyance, I have to spend 5,000 on conveyance every month, and some other expenses, maybe 600. Now, what is my savings?
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, due to some network issue, I have hung up and rejoined the meeting again.
Okay, dear. Can you hear me properly? Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So then we have, now what will be my savings? Can anybody tell me the formula for calculating savings here? These are my expenses. This is my income. Okay, आमदनी अठन्नी खर्चा रुपया वाली बात हो गई. Okay, so ये मेरी आमदनी है, ये मेरे खर्चे हैं. So what will be my savings? Can anybody tell me the formula for this? What formula will I be using?
Income minus expenses.
Yes, income minus all the expenses. So I'll write equals income minus, open the bracket, calculate the sum of all these. So I'm going to, instead of bracket, you can also take sum, and within the sum function, you can include all of them, and you get a savings of how much? 6,400 rupees. So you can see that, okay, fine, at least 6,400 rupees I am able to save over here. What you can do is you can just save, select all these values, only the results, okay. Then you go to data, you go to what if analysis, scenario manager, and here you go to click on add. Now what is the scenario name you are going to give this? Income. And just write here normal. My ultimate goal is savings. Okay, so normal savings, and changing cells. By changing which cells, I have already selected those cells, right? If you want from here also, you can delete this, shrink this box, you can select all these cells and you will get its range, okay? And you can give a comment to it. So what comment would you like to give to it? Like I am writing here, normal expenses, right? I am able to save at least 6,000 rupees. Got it? And click on OK. These two I will be explaining later. I'll click on OK for this. At least one second, students, just a moment. Okay. Enter values for each of the changing cells. So values over here I've already given. D4 nothing is there, D5 nothing is there. Okay, so there I'm just skipping these values. For this I'm just giving the value 0 because I don't need that. And I'm going to click on OK for this. So you can see this is my first scenario which I have created, that is normal savings. And now I'll be clicking on I want to create another scenario now. So for that again I'll go to add and name my scenario name as max savings. Because now I'm fired up to increase my savings. मुझे अपना saving कैसे भी करके increase करना है, right? I don't want to be a spendthrift. Like I don't want to spend extravagantly. I would like to save money, maximize my savings by maximize my saving by reducing expenses. Obviously, if I reduce my expenses, I'll be able to maximize the savings. So for this, let me enter the values over here. For D3, that is income. My income is the same. Okay. For house rent, I can just try to reduce this house rent. Ishana Arora, please mute yourself. Thank you, Ishana. So I decide that okay, instead of living in a very expensive apartment, I should shift to a 1 BHK apartment. Maybe I was living in a 2 BHK apartment. Now I would be shifting to a 1 BHK apartment, and my rent reduces to 6,000. Groceries, I think that okay, I'll reduce my expenses on groceries, bring it down to 4,500. Next, I have D8, that is EMI car loan. So my car loan is going to remain the same. I cannot do anything about it. Conveyance, okay. Suppose this new apartment which I rented, it is near to my workplace. So that I can just, I am now only paying 2,500. I only need to walk or I just need to move a little distance, or maybe I need only 500 rupees because it's just near to my place. So I can reduce that, and my other expenses will be 600. So instead of 600, I bring it down to 500, right? Click on OK. So this becomes my max savings scenario, right? Now, another one will be low savings. Means savings are very low now. So how can I make it low savings? So changing cells, all these cells we'll be selecting, right? And here, increase my expenses. So increase my expenses are now going to increase. So for this purpose, now what I'm going to do is, you can see 8,000 for house rent. Suppose I want to shift to a 3 BHK apartment and maybe I pay 10,000 rupees there. Okay. Then D7 groceries, let it be the same. My EMI will be the same. Conveyance, now I have to pay more for conveyance, maybe 6,000 rupees. And let me keep my D10 as other expenses as 600 only. Click on OK. And now I'm going to just click on these. That is, I want to see my max savings. So I'll click on max savings, click on show, and you can see these are my max savings, right? Second. Okay, there is some problem. My formula is not getting changed. Okay, so I'll see to that. We'll see what is the issue with the formula over here. Okay. So let me save only this much. Okay. And for so I'm only setting these many cells. Okay. For my normal savings also, okay, I've already set that. My low savings, I'm going to go to edit once again and set these cells. Okay, fine. Okay, now let me just display. There is some issue with the final result, students. So because our time is already up, I'll look into this problem and then I'll let you know in the in an offline video. Okay, so I'll be recording an offline video for scenarios because these values are changing, but this last value, it has Excel has already changed it to a constant value, right? So for doing that, I'll just let you know in that offline video today because already time is up over here, right? So we need to just include a formula over here. So I'm just going to do it once again and see what is the issue. This is the formula. So for that, I need to do this. Okay, let's again go to what if analysis and scenario manager. Yes, so now you can see I have replaced the formula, I've included the formula. So when I'm selecting normal savings and click on show, you can see that my savings are 6,400. When I'm clicking on max savings and show, this is my maximum. I'm able to save 14,500 rupees, which is a lot. And low savings and show 3,400 rupees only I'm able to save in a month. So this is scenario manager. If you can close it from here, to go to again open that, you have to go to what if analysis, scenario manager, and here you will find the names of scenarios already saved. Just click on one of them, click on show. Okay, and if you want to make changes, just click on them, click on edit. From here you can just change the address of the cell, scenario name, comments, click on OK, and then you can change the values from here. Okay, the values of the of these cells you can change from here, right? And you can close from here. So this is how to use scenarios in. So with this, I end today's class, students.